For centuries, we've put dogs on a pedestal, hailing them as the smartest, most trainable, and most loyal companions we could ever ask for. But what if I told you that entire belief is, well, kind of wrong? What if the real genius in your home isn't the one playing fetch, but the one quietly observing from its cage or tank? Today, we were blowing the lid off this myth and counting down the 7 common household pets that science actually proves are smarter than your dog. Get ready, because you're about to see your pets in a whole new light. Kicking off our list at number 7, we have an animal you probably just see as a fluffy potato, the guinea pig. Don't be fooled by their adorable, roly-poly appearance. These little rodents have incredible long-term memory. They can memorize complex mazes and remember the paths for months on end. Even more fascinating is their intricate social structure. Guinea pigs live in complex hierarchies, communicate with a wide range of vocalizations, and can even recognize their individual humans by sight and sound. That's some serious social intelligence packed into a tiny body. Coming in at number 6 is the often underestimated pet, the rat. Now, before you say you, hear me out. Rats are masterful problem solvers. In lab settings, they consistently outperform other animals in navigating complex puzzles to get to a reward. But what's truly mind-blowing is their capacity for empathy. Scientific studies have shown that if a rat is given a choice between freeing a trapped cage mate or getting a chocolate treat, they will almost always choose to help their friend first. That's a level of altruism and social consciousness that is incredibly advanced. They aren't just surviving, they're thriving with a sense of community. Next up, at number 5, we have the rabbit. Often seen as timid, rabbits have a surprisingly sharp intellect. They are masters of associative learning, quickly understanding what actions lead to positive outcomes, like a treat. This makes them highly trainable. You can teach a rabbit to come when called, use a litter box, and even run agility courses. They also have a unique way of communicating through subtle body language, from ear positions to nose twitches, which is far more complex than a simple bark or tail wag. They're constantly reading their environment and you, making them incredibly observant and clever companions. Sliding into the number 4 spot is an animal that has become a surprising household favorite, the pot-bellied pig. If you thought pigs were just about rolling in the mud, think again. On many cognitive tests, pigs consistently score higher than dogs. They can learn tricks faster, have better long-term memory, and even understand how mirrors work. That's right, pigs are one of the few species that can recognize their own reflection, a key sign of high-level self-awareness that most dogs lack. They are essentially toddlers in terms of their cognitive abilities, which is both amazing and slightly terrifying if they figure out how to open the fridge. Cracking our top 3 is a creature from the deep. Well, from the deep of your fish tank, the goldfish. I know what you're thinking. A goldfish? The animal with a 3-second memory? That is one of the biggest myths in the animal kingdom. Goldfish actually have a memory span of at least 5 months. They can be trained to recognize different colors, shapes, and even sounds. Researchers have taught them to push levers, swim through hoops, and even play a tiny version of soccer for a food reward. They recognize the person who feeds them and can get excited when they see you approaching. So next time you look at your goldfish, remember you're looking at a surprisingly intelligent and trainable pet. Our runner-up for the smartest pet, at number 2, might ruffle some feathers. It's the common pigeon. Yes, the bird you see in every city park. Domesticated pigeons, or rock doves, have astounding cognitive abilities. They can recognize all 26 letters of the English alphabet, differentiate between photographs, and even identify different human faces. In one study, they were able to distinguish between paintings by Picasso and Monet. Their navigational skills are legendary, using the Earth's magnetic field to find their way home from hundreds of miles away. It's like having a living, breathing GPS with an art degree. And finally, the undisputed number 1 household pet that is way smarter than your dog is, the African gray parrot. This isn't even a fair fight. Dogs are great, but African grays are on another intellectual plane. They don't just mimic human speech, they can understand it. The famous parrot, Alex, had a vocabulary of over 100 words and could identify objects, colors, shapes, and numbers. He understood abstract concepts like same and different, and could even form simple sentences to communicate his wants. That's not just mimicry, that's genuine two-way communication and abstract thought. A dog simply cannot compete with that level of linguistic and cognitive power. So there you have it. 7 pets that prove Paul Mann's best friend might not be Mama Man's smartest friend. From the empathetic rat to the genius parrot, our homes are filled with unsung intellectual heroes. Which of these animals surprised you the most? Do you have one of these brainy pets at home? Let me know your stories in the comments below. I love reading them. And if you learned something new today, do me a huge favor and hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. We post incredible animal deep dives just like this every single week. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.